Actually, Christianity starts with the word Christ. Christianity has something to do with Christ. And what it has to do with is becoming like Christ, turning ourselves in some way through suffering and sacrifice, through the cross, through the Eucharist, through prayer, through desire, through pilgrimage, into something that we are not yet if we are simply secular creatures. In other words, to set our goal toward eternity, that our final destiny will be beyond death, beyond death. And Christians proclaim this because they proclaim the resurrection. And for 2,000 years, they've done this. But the general society says this is silly. It's mistaken. It's illusion. And therefore, so many of the other things that we then say about our longing to identify with Christ are also regarded as illusion, as foolishness. Therefore, our first step is to restore the conviction that we are incredibly important, dignified creatures insofar as we exist, and that having come into existence, our decisions and our choices have an eternal consequence, whether we choose good or evil, whether we oppress or set free, whether we darken or enlighten, whether we love or hate. What do you think, Father?
Well, you finally got to it. You finally got to it, because the key word, I think, in all of this is love. And I think that the reason people don't believe in the soul, don't believe in God, and I mean this sincerely, is because they have never loved. I don't know anyone who has ever loved, I mean loved one other person, loved. Be willing to give your life for that person. Love, that kind of love. Find your identity in that other person and he or she in you. I don't know anyone who has ever loved who denies God.
Father Murr,
You can't deny God. You can't deny God because God is love. That's what you're talking about. That's exactly what you're talking about.